Hello YouTube, welcome to Level 99 project. As you guys can see, I'm going for my walk 10,000 steps. And I just want to make this video because I was thinking, and I'm always thinking and always thinking of how I can optimize my time, what I can do. Not to speed up the process, but just to make sure that I don't waste time, right? Because it's very easy to waste time right now, especially with all the distractions in the world, right? You guys right now know that the World Cup is ongoing, and just in general, you have a lot of distractions, right? And the thing is, most of you know exactly what you have to do. Same with me, right? You know exactly what you have to do. You wake up every day and you know what kind of actions you have to take, right? Maybe you're addicted to porn, maybe you are out of shape, or maybe you don't have enough money, right? Or maybe you don't have a skill. And I'm telling you guys right now, anything that you're lacking, you can get it. I don't care what country you're from, because the thing, you have to realize this, right? Each and every one of us, we are born with cards, right? You're born with certain abilities and you have limitations, right? So you have to do the best thing that you can do in your situation, right? Some of you are born in good countries, right? It's so simple, but at the same time, it's very hard because, and I say this because I'm struggling with this myself. Right now, I know there are 6 months left until 2026, and then we enter 2027, right? So I know exactly what I have to do in order to not become successful, but in order to massively change my life situation. All I have to do is just lock in. All I have to do is just wake up and do the things that I have to do. you know the problem with that is that it's very boring, right? It's not you see your friends partying and stuff like that while you have to sit down and work, right? Do boring work, and often you don't see results after a long time, right? That's how it works. So I'm making this video because I want to encourage you guys to not waste time. If you're watching this video right now, now is your time, right? Because don't let time go by. Don't let time slip by, right? Because it can happen. Suddenly you are 30, suddenly you're 35, suddenly you're 40, you know? All you have to do is open a Google Calendar, right? And just put in the task, the most important task that you have to do, right? Obviously, we are different. So you need to figure out how things work for you. And that's the complicated thing, because I know that me saying this, it's not really going to change much, because I understand that we are all different, right? So what works for me might not necessarily work for you. You have a different personality type, different preferences, all these things. But the best thing I can tell you is that to not waste time, right? Imagine using the time right now to actually lock in and to level up, right? Imagine using the time to do the things that you got to do in order to get to where you want to get to. Because I'm telling you guys right now, there's so many distractions. Even your mind, your mind is it's always looking for the next hit, the next dopamine hit. And I'm telling you, you're not going to make it. Even if you do it well, it's it takes a long time, right? It takes a long time. And you have to be very patient. You have to be consistent, right? Consistency. I think that's what Ronaldo said, right? In one of his interviews, he said that the important thing is consistency. If you're able to be consistent, if you're able to develop a powerful routine, right? You are what you do. And success is found in your routines. The things that you do every day is going to compound, and that's going to be who you are. So imagine if you wake up every day and you have healthy habits, right? You do healthy things, you're going to grow. No doubt about it. So, because I'm telling you guys right now, right now, I'm 28, right? So the distractions that I have right now is that I have, for example, when it comes to girls, right? I see girls and I'm like, wow, I want to spend time with them. I want to like hang out, and go on dates, and just I love seeing them happy. Not them, but like obviously, like I always fancy having like a girl. You can just talk to, kick it with, chill, and all this stuff. You know. But the problem with that is that it takes a lot of time, right? Not only time, but also your money. You know. So that's kind of like the negative thing with that, right? It's not necessarily a negative thing. Like if you have the resources for it, you can definitely do it. But the problem is that, it just takes a lot of your time if you're not ready for it, right? Like, for example, if you are in a relationship, the problem with that, like you're in a relationship and you don't have money for it, it's gonna cost you a lot of money, right? And then she's gonna complain, like, I mean, obviously, if she loves you for you, that's different, right? But because like it's not enough with just love, you have to, be able to have a life, right? You gotta be able to, buy things, you know, and all these things. So there's a lot of things to think about, especially when you are older. It's not just about like getting a girlfriend. Like you have to take care of her. You gotta. There's so many things you gotta do, right? So, and I'm aware of this because I have experience. I've been with girls, and yeah, guys, it's a lot of work. But I digress, right? The point of this video is to tell you that don't waste your time. Even watching this video is a waste of time. You should just like sit down with yourself, and it doesn't take a long time, right? But I think the problem, including me, right? The problem we have is that we get distracted, right? We get distracted, and the mind is so deceiving, by the way, because the mind is always looking for, like, the more accustomed you are to dopamine and distractions, right? Because that's all it is, right? You also get distracted, and distractions are fucking so bad. So the solution, what to do, right? So I would tell you guys this. What you have to do is first you have to try and look for ways to eliminate distractions, right? Maybe there are some people you talk to in your life. Maybe there are some things that you do, activities. And if you can quit bad habits cold turkey, I would recommend you to do that. But for most of you guys, the best thing would be to gradually quit them, right? Because it's going to be hard otherwise. So instead of playing video games, for example, for 3 hours, you do it for 1.5 hours or 1 hour, right? You just gradually stop doing things, and you'll notice that's going to get better, right? You also need to figure out how much time you have available, right? Most of you guys waste a lot of time. If you get yourself a Google Calendar and you specifically put in blocks, like what you're going to do at what time, right? You don't have to be like 100%. Just so you know, right? You have a basic overview. But you need to track your time. You need to know what you're gonna do. Otherwise, you will just sit there and, you have time available and shit. So you need to track time. And yeah, guys, you have to be strict, because if you're not strict about this, like I said, time will go by. Time is gonna fly by, guys. And it's like, and I'm saying this because I've experienced it, right? When you're young, you don't really think about it. You're like, I got time. But time, it moves. It's like time is like a silent killer, It's slowly, if you're not aware of it, if you don't use it to your advantage, it's definitely not going to be your friend. So yeah, guys, that's the thing. Time is precious. It's valuable. Take care. I might make a part 2. We'll see. Okay, bye.